Hello, I'm Umbrenero and welcome back to Umbrenero's Life. Today's video is Painting Magic Art for My Husband, Part 6. It's been a while since I've updated this series, and the main reason for it not getting updated as often as I was hoping was life. Life has honestly happened. In all fairness, this video was supposed to come out originally in May, and then most recently on July 26th. But life happened, and I did not get it out on time. In all fairness, this part isn't even finished as of this video going up. Or is it? We'll just have to find out. But this video, I can easily say it was not complete at this time. Life happened, got very busy, had a lot going on, so I had to do what I could do. But we're working on the third of the canvases, and this is only part 6, if that says anything. I'm hoping that there's only 3 more parts of this series, because I do not want to stretch it out way too far, and I'm just trying. But as you can see, this one is primarily devoted to the plains, and this canvas, I really wanted to do this nice little gradient within the center here, and I have to say, this is one of the prettiest centers of this little series that I've done, because the gradient is just subtle enough that it looks really pretty and just really nice. I don't know how else I can describe it. But I knew there was going to be a lot of work to this eye compared to some of the others that were simply just paint it one color and you're good. This one was going to have some definition to it, because yes, I have the gradient as the background. I am also using yellows, which pencil does show up underneath some of them, especially the lighter the yellow you use. But I made do the best I could, blended it, made it as smooth of a gradient as I could, and I have to say I do like how it turned out. And also you're getting a glimpse onto how the centerpiece is going. It's been a while since I've shown that. It has been getting worked on. I've just been doing that a little bit more off camera because it hasn't been the primary focus. But I figured here I would actually give a little update as to how it's been going. So we're working on the 3rd section. And I do have to say, some of the details that I did end up going with for this painting, I am actually very excited about, because they have turned out really neat. So this was, I think, the next day, and the reference has blue streaks going within the eye, like something's going on, and I really liked how they looked, and I just wanted to have fun with this. And like I said, this has easily turned into one of my favorite eye designs. But I had to be careful to not ruin the entire painting as I was doing this, because I really did not want to mess this up. Did not want to accidentally make it to where I would need to paint over stuff. So I really went with the flow, looked at the reference, and it's like, all right, there's something in this general area, something here. Okay, this looks like a trident, kind of like a fork. Okay, I can go with that. I was making shapes in my mind as I was going, just to make this easier. And in all fairness, just doing the eye part alone took quite a while. But we got somewhere on it. And then I had to figure out what areas on this other side were going to have the blue snaking to it, not covering up the entirety of the gradient. There was a lot of thinking that I was doing behind the scenes. And it's like, well, I did mess up the black paint in a couple little spots. I can actually use the blue to cover up the few little mistakes that I did make. And it just helped with the entire look of this. And a lot of this just was free feeling, just going with the entire flow of it and making what felt right. Kept on going, adding the little streams here and there. And just made it all feel nice. But like I said before, I didn't finish this painting yet. Hopefully it's going to be done in the next video. We'll see. It really depends on how busy I get. But it is what it is. But after the center of the eye was done, I decided we're going to start throwing down the base colors of the scales. And one of the things I've liked doing is starting with my lightest colors and just going up from there, especially with the acrylics, because then I can always go back and add more lightness if I really need to. But this helped me block out what areas are going to be lighter, what areas are going to need to be deeper. And I will say, I did also add all the blue to the centerpiece as well. I did do that. But for this canvas, the main look that I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do is I need to make this look worn. And that really is what led me to doing the lighter color first, because you can always add. You can always add more. You can add more layers to make it look darker. You can make it look rougher. That's always doable. And it's like, all right, I'm going to leave these strategic spots unpainted so that way I can come in, add a darker color, like build up the color going towards the next section. Because this one, it's getting very interesting to me. And it's like, well, I want there to be a nice little gradient. Decided some of it was too purple, so I had to lighten it. And it's a lot of just going with the flow, figuring out what feels right while you're doing this. But then there's some areas where it's going to be purple. And it's like, all right, I want to get this in so that way all that's left is the detail work. Because if I have to sit and do all of the details one day, I'd rather have that than trying to do, this quarter of it, mix up all the colors, and then have to remix those same colors again. It just made sense to me to do it this way and get out the base colors first. And I do have to say, this one did start turning out really neat. And I am excited to finish this one. But we're just going to have to wait and see how that goes. Who knows? Maybe I will wait until the very end of the series to do a final reveal of how it turned out. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. All I know is I was very careful anytime I was by the yellow because I did not want to screw any of that up after how difficult all of that was. But kept on going, and I'm just going with the flow. But I guess I could give a little heads up for anyone that did watch this the entire way through. There is going to be streams coming to the channel. I said last year I wanted to do streaming on this channel, working on some of my art. So I might be doing some art streams come, I think, September is when I said I was going to start them because of how busy August is. And then you might get to see some of these projects. You might get to see projects that aren't coming out until next year. Who knows what you'll end up seeing when I do start streaming my art stuff here on this channel. But I can say that it is a work in progress, and it should be occurring. I know in September is the tentative first stream. So, something to look forward to, and something that should be some fun. Because then you might get real-time footage of how long it takes to do some of these paintings because they take a while. But it is what it is, and we'll see what ends up happening. So, thanks for watching, and if you could like and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Again, thank you for watching, and until next time, I am Umbrenero. Bye!